Hi, everybody, and welcome to our first chat for Applications of Mathematics. My name is Lisa Greenberg. I'm going to go over a few things first about the class, then I'm going to walk you through the Blackboard course just to tell you a couple things that I get asked quite often, and then we'll start the math part. First things first, please make sure to complete the certification. You have to do that before you submit any work. If you haven't completed the pretest by the time this chat happens, all that means is it's closed. Don't worry about it. It does not count towards your grade, and continue on as if it wasn't there. Nothing to be concerned about. Also, in this first week, if you post your phone number in your journal, and I'll show you where the journal is, I'm the only one who can see the journal. And it really helps me if I need to find you to have your phone number in the journal, because I can find it through Kaiser, but often I have the wrong phone numbers with Kaiser. It would just be so much easier if you told me the best number to reach you at in case I need to. And you get bonus points for that. Every week you get a half a bonus point if you do two things that give you bonus points. Coming to the chat or watching the chat, and doing your discussion early. In weeks 1 through 4, we're going to have a quiz. The quiz is worth 3.75% of your grade. All 4 quizzes are 15% of your grade. 80% of your grade is from the exams, and 5% of your grade is from the post-test. It's really important that you use the quizzes to learn, and the tests, they count a lot in this class. Please make sure that you work on the quiz, you understand all the problems, not just that you can replicate what I did, but you understand them, because there'll be many questions that will be different. They'll be similar, but they'll be different. So you have to know what it is you're doing, and you have to understand the concepts. You also get a quarter of a bonus point. You can get up to a half a bonus point a week. Times 4 weeks is 2 bonus points. That's how the bonus points work. I'll calculate them. Don't worry. Just do as much bonus as you can. So I'm going to go over the quiz, and then there'll be a recording, and I'll show you where the recording is. I guess there's nothing. If you don't, here's the other place you can get bonus points. You can get bonus points by posting early in the discussion board, which means post by Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. There's a really good reason for that, because other people need to respond to you. If you don't post early, then there's nothing for people to respond to. This is incentive for you to post early. And then there's your tests. They're worth 20% of your grades. For the quizzes, just keep doing it until you get 100. You can keep going back into the quizzes until you get 100. The tests, you can only take once. You want to be really prepared for it. But then, just to let you know, in the 4th week, you get to retake any one of the first 3 tests. If you didn't do well on one, don't worry. You can retake it at the end of the term. You don't have to. If you're happy with your grades, you just go on your way. The final exam is comprehensive. Don't worry, I'll go over everything. And then the post-test, unlike the pre-test, counts for 5% of your grade. Make sure that you do the post-test. It's very important. I'll remind you again in week 4. If you're having any problems about getting the work done, don't just take the test unprepared, because you'll probably fail it, and then it'll be hard to come back from that. If you have an issue and you need extended time, please talk to me before you do something silly like take the test when you don't know anything.
Okay, in week 4, if you retake any of the tests, you take the higher score?
It's not the higher score, it's the last score. You'll be able to see what your mistakes were. And I'm going to walk you through the class, how to register. Please always pay attention to the announcements. Meet your instructor. That's just me. You don't have to do anything. Kaiser Live you click on Kaiser Live, you go into Blackboard Collaborate, and I'm assuming that if you're watching this and you're not here, then you don't know. What you want to know is that if you click these three horizontal bars up in the left-hand corner, you have to go to recordings. Obviously, there's no recordings because this is our first class, but this is where the recordings will be. They won't be in the sessions. These are the live sessions. Getting started, there's a couple things I want to talk about. Yes, you won't have the instructor tools. I'm just trying to see if there's anything here that you will need. Give me 1 second. Actually, this is more for me than for you. Even though you can see it, I don't really see any point in that for you.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, let's go back to the class. Here's the introduction. This is where you can tell me about yourself. This is the journal. This is where you put your phone number. Nobody can see anything in here but me.
That's right.
Okay, perfect. Now, you can read through this, but the easiest way, I'm going to show you how to do the easiest way. Under Math Frequent Links. And there is a lot of information. For example, we'll be doing systems of numbers. And let's say you want to look at 4.1. You can select all, or you can select whatever you want, and it will give you whatever they have available for section 4.1. Here's a couple of interactive animations. Here's a PowerPoint. Here is the textbook, and here's some other videos. I would recommend you watch my video before you watch other people's videos, just because I mostly know what you need. If you want extra information, that's a good reference. There's a formula sheet here, but we're not going to use that till the last week. Here's what bonus points are available, and that's basically it. Now, go to week 1, and every week is the same, except for week 4, which has an extra makeup test and a post test. But if you go down to week 1, here's the certification I talked about. Here's the live chat. What I want you to do and ask questions is, if you came to the chat or you watched it at home, post anything that is for bonus points. Just say, I came to the chat, or I watched the chat and I posted my phone number, or whatever it is that you did. Make sure you let me know in ask questions. And then here, right here, this is your discussion. I tried to pick interesting videos to watch, and it'll tell you basically what you need to do. When you want to register for the software, now this is really important. The easiest way to do it is just click on quiz 1. I can't show you this part. I can just tell you this part. When you go in, it'll ask you to register. It'll ask for your name and all that information.
Right.
Then it'll ask you, do you have an access code? If you purchase the book, then you have an access code, and you would put it in there. If you didn't purchase it yet, you could pay now, because it gives you 3 choices. Put in your access code, pay now, in which case you could just pay for it right at Pearson and go in. And the third option is pay later, which gives you 2 weeks of access. At the end of 2 weeks, you have to purchase it, or you won't be able to do any more work in the class. One thing I want to show you is, let's look at question 1. And if you don't understand, don't worry, we're going to go through all of it. But let's just say I put in the wrong number, and then I put in the wrong number. I check again, and then it tells me this is your last chance, and it's wrong. Now, I can hit similar question. That lets me do the same problem again, or I can just say I don't really know how to do that, and I can go to the next question. When you come back in, you can still work on this problem by hitting similar question. It'll just erase what you had and give you a new question, and you can try again. So that's what it means when it says make sure you get 100 on the quiz. First of all, it's a free 100 because you can do it until you get 100. And second of all, it really will help you prepare for the test. If you know you got this wrong over and over again, either rewatch the chat or ask me. I'll be happy to help. So whatever works for you, just let me know. My goal is that everybody passes my class and everybody does well. And then there's the test. Don't take the test until after you really are very prepared. And then that's it. Go to week 2.